Welcome to Let's Talk About It, the podcast, where we shine a light on the change agents and everyday heroes who shape our communities. Here, we dive deep into the lived experiences of our guests, exploring the milestone moments that have either propelled them forward or changed their paths. We anchor every conversation in two foundational pillars of the Black community: books and music. Through this unique lens, we capture, entertain, and inform, weaving a rich tapestry of stories and insights that resonate, inspire, and spark meaningful dialogue. Join our host, TJ Lowry and Shatima Grisham, as they engage with thought leaders and community change agents to uncover the rich tapestry of experiences that shape our lives. Get ready for insightful discussions, unfiltered perspectives, and the celebration of Black excellence. Let's talk about it.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk About It, the podcast. I'm your girl TJ here, and I'm so excited to kick off this podcast. Before I do that, though, let me introduce you all to my co-host Shatima. Let's talk about it, Shatima. How
Hey
you
there,
doing,
TJ?
girl?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm excited. How about you?
I'm good. Ready to
Good.
go.
All right. So you had a good summer?
It was good.
It was good.
Hot, but good.
It was hot. It was hot. I think last summer prepared me, so it felt pretty good.
I don't know if you ever prepared for this Arizona heat.
I was better this summer than last summer. So
Okay,
I think
good.
last summer taught me a lesson. So before we take off and jump into some conversation, who are you introducing us to as our special guest today?
Well, I'm really excited to introduce our guest we have here today. His name is Zion Givens. Welcome to Let's Talk About It, the
Thank you.
podcast.
Zion, welcome.
Zion is the co-founder, presenter of Up to It, which is an organization that works with youth, families, and organizations that help them to connect, communicate, and thrive. Prior to being the co-founder, he worked for a local nonprofit, Not My Kid, as the youth prevention team lead. He's an Arizona native like myself, bear down.
Rare, bear down.
Out of Tucson, Arizona. So we are super excited to have him here, and I'm ready to get going through this list of questions we got.
All right, Zion. Well, the Let's Talk About It podcast is presented by the Black HR Society.
Love it.
And we are HR practitioners. So we
Yes.
like to kick off everything with an icebreaker.
Let's
Why
do
not?
it.
So
please.
we've got a cute little icebreaker here called Talk to Me. All we want you to do is just answer the questions with the first thing that comes to mind.
All right,
So
perfect.
real
Oof.
simple. And I know. We're going to dig a little deep. You
Right.
ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So coffee or tea?
Tea,
All right.
100%.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet tooth for sure over here.
All right. I'm savory.
Are you?
Yeah.
Like the salty, you like the
Definitely.
got it.
Yep.
I would
I have
agree.
high blood pressure. Morning or night owl?
Ooh, morning, night. No, I'm not even trying to convince myself on that one. No, I'm definitely night.
Sounds like midday.
Yeah, midday-ish. Catch me around like 2. You know, that's where I'm really feeling energized. But I can go nighttime too.
All
you know,
right.
so.
Show his age now.
I like it.
So what's your favorite app?
Favorite app? Oh man, TikTok. TikTok is one of my favorite apps. I'm on that thing too much. A little bit embarrassing to say how long I'm on that app.
I don't even have an account, TJ.
That's good. No, don't get
No,
one. Don't
I
get
don't.
one. Don't do it.
Really?
Don't
No.
do it.
Yeah, my page is tainted. I don't really look at TikTok as much because the people that send you the video.
Right. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. You go down the rabbit hole and you're just there. No.
So good stuff. What's your favorite season? I mean, I don't know if I can ask that of a native, but what's your
Yeah,
favorite
I
season?
think we only have one, right? I don't know.
That's
Oh,
Two.
Can I just say like maybe fall? I don't know.
Fall,
Like I
yeah.
like that September to
Yeah.
December. I don't. That's the
I
winter.
mean, it's our Arizona fall.
Right.
It
Yeah.
works.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Okay. Yeah, that's my favorite right there.
Yeah, especially here. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs, 100%. I got a
Absolutely.
big old German Shepherd, so
You
I would say, yeah,
do?
named Tyson. You know,
Love
that's my guy.
Aw. How long y'all been together?
Me and Tyson, we have been together for now 2, going on 3 years. We
Okay.
rescued him from the Humane Society, so
Oh, nice.
he's amazing. Man, I showed you a picture. You'll be like, that they put him up for adoption. Like he's so like purebred.
I love
Nice.
when animal lovers love their pets
Oh,
to
yes.
that extent.
That's
He
my
like
guy.
he's so proud. I love that.
That's my son right
It's
there.
like,
you
let me
know?
pull out those pictures.
Right.
Right. I love that. All right. Text or call. You want text or call if I needed to reach you?
Text me.
It's gonna show your age.
Text
behind
me.
you.
Yeah, that just showed my age right there. Text me, please.
Okay.
I'm one of those like text me and then call me. Like
Yeah.
text me that you're gonna call me, so I expect your call.
I
Okay,
love
very
that.
good.
Beach or the mountains?
Beach, big
Okay.
beach guy.
All right. Prince or Michael Jackson?
Mike.
Ooh,
Michael
that
Jackson.
no
Yes,
hesitation
that's my guy.
either.
I love Mike.
Okay. Okay.
Prince is good too. I love
Very
Prince.
good, very good.
Favorite color?
Blue. Any
Blue.
kind of blue. Everybody's like, what specifically? Any kind of blue.
Right.
Give me any kind of blue. I love it.
Sex with the lights on or off?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm no preference.
Oh,
I like it.
okay, that's
Mhm.
a different answer
Yeah.
for
I
us.
like it. I
Okay.
like
Definitely.
All right.
it. All right. Favorite superhero?
Ooh, Black Panther. That's my guy. And then
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Nobody's gonna be a better Black Panther than our Chadwick Boseman.
It would be hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to get up there.
So for books, are you a physical or audio book person?
Audiobook.
All right.
I like it. I
audiobook.
like it to. I like to have the tangible one to make it look like I read like like. But I'm like I listen to audio. I listen to the audio.
Okay,
but-
I'm not mad at audio. I'm so busy.
Right.
I get it in through audio.
Mhm.
So tell me, what was the last book you read or
Yeah,
listened to? Right.
Yeah. The one that I'm currently reading and wrapping up now is Words That Work by Dr.
Words
Frank
That
Luntz,
Work,
and that's a very controversial book, meaning of what it's kind of like manipulation and using words to invoke emotion or whatever the sense may be. So some people take that book and use it maybe not for the greater good,
Sure.
but for other advantageous
Mm.
preferences or topics.
Okay.
So, but it's really good listen, really good. And if you're in the political space, this
Yeah.
is really prime time to listen to that book just
Okay, I'm
to see
gonna have
what.
to add that to my
I
list.
know. I just
Yeah.
added it. I think people tend to ask me, I really want to say this at work. How should I say it,
Mhm,
TJ? So I might
mm.
need some more tips from Words That Work. Do
Use
you
that.
do you remember what's on the cover of
Yes,
that book?
it's,
What's on the cover?
It says words that works. People don't what is it? People don't remember what you say is what they hear.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
that was
Okay.
good.
So they say that a book cover is what lures a reader into buying the book.
Mhm.
Tell us, if we picked up the autobiography, the Book of Zion,
Ooh.
what would we find on the cover and what would lure us in? And think of it in, how do you show up? You know,
Yeah.
how does Zion show up? I would say that smile, and I was going to
Yeah.
say that earlier, is always lighting up the
Oh, I
room.
appreciate that.
Even coming through my social, you're wearing it. And so I think that for me personally. But what would you put on the Book of Zion as your cover?
I love that. That's a great question. First off, it'd be bright. I think that you talk about the lightness of it all. I think it would be a bright neon colored
Okay,
book.
okay.
I think on it would be a microphone. I love when I have a microphone in front of me. I mean, I'm a public speaker for a living.
Really?
That's what I do. So it'd be a microphone, and of course, it'd have to be something around sports. I mean, I'm a huge sports guy: football,
Okay,
basketball,
okay.
baseball. I'm there, and then a big heart. I just love everybody. I think just
I
yeah,
love
I'm just
that.
a big lover, maybe to a
Okay,
fault.
okay.
All right, I love that.
Yeah, very good.
So the back of the book cover. So the back of the book cover is usually what convinces us to buy the book. You go in there,
Mhm.
you look at this bright picture with this microphone and this heart and some sport thing. What would the back of the book cover be? What would convince us to purchase the book?
Yeah. I'm looking at it like almost like a teenage novel where they have on the back of the book there's also some illustration on it, and I'm picturing like a jersey with my like number 5 and then my last name Givens. I'm a big family guy.
Cool.
This is the organization that I am co-founder of. I do it with my father.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
we're doing this to remember and build a legacy for our family that goes extends further than us. So I think that would be on the back just to symbolize how that Givens last name is so prominent in my life
Yeah.
and so important to me that I just can't imagine it not being highlighted in that book, in the
What's
back of
the
the book.
significance of the number 5?
Number 5. So that was like the first championship jersey I wore
Okay.
ever when I was like in, I don't know, 5th grade.
Which
And
sport?
basketball.
That's what I was
Okay.
gonna
Yeah,
dive
yeah.
at. Okay,
Basketball.
basketball. Point guard.
Yep.
I
You
knew
know,
it.
you saw it.
Go ahead,
The
TJ.
height ain't there for anything
That's
else.
all right.
So.
I'm the point guard, Zion. I can feel
Right.
the point
You
guard.
know what I'm saying?
They run the floor.
Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah.
what they call me, the floor general, when I was playing. They're like,
That's
you put people
right.
in places to
That's
succeed,
right.
and that's what I do now.
that. I love that. Does that show up in your life today?
100%.
I knew it because I could
100%.
feel that, energy resonating like right now. You're still
Yeah.
running the floor.
For sure. I
Your
appreciate
dad's a positive influence on you.
Huge. One of the
Tell us
biggest.
a little bit about, that relationship, because I can see it when you all are together and hooking
Yeah.
up. Tell us a little bit about that.
For sure. That's easy, man. I can talk to my dad about, you got time? Like,
I love
dude,
that.
he is, man, it's interesting to see our relationship progress. I think a lot of times when people think of their parent, they think, oh, they're only good for when you turn 18 and then they kind of
Sure.
disappear or go into the background. But my dad made sure to make that our relationship extended beyond our father-son relationship, that it
love it.
then
Nice.
adapted into a friendship. And that was interesting when I
I
turned
love that.
18 and moved out of the house and went to college and whatever, that he still remained a friend and not and a father. He showed up in both worlds, and he's just an amazing guy. We're very similar. We have the same mannerisms. I think I mirrored him. Like, if you think about Michael Jordan and Kobe and how Kobe mirrored Michael Jordan, that's kind of like how
love
me and my
that.
dad operate. It's very similar.
I love that. Very good, Zion. So, I think Shatima's up. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no worries. What people, place, or event was most impactful? You might have already answered this. I can guess on what this question, the answer may be, but what has been probably the most impactful if we're going along with this book theme?
Ooh, the book theme going on with that. I think one of the biggest impactful moments of my life has been getting cut on the freshman basketball team. It sounds
Floor general?
right,
No.
right, exactly. And it sounds like cliche and whatever, but that was like a big prominent moment in my life where it felt like somebody was denying me, and I had to deal with that. I had to come in with resiliency and figure out what I was gonna do and bounce back. So that moment right there solidified me as, well, I'm not gonna take no for an answer. Like, I'm gonna come back 100% stronger. And you asked my parents, my teammates at that time, like, that was like the hardest I ever worked in my life. And then I achieved better and went on to do more stuff that was more positive and whatnot. I didn't let that deter me from my path and my work that I have to do.
I love that.
I do too. It reminds me of Shatima's favorite saying, because a lot of times people are resilient and you see that when somebody has told them what they can't do or what they can't have. And we're so eager to prove it. And Shatima's line is, watch me win. Right.
That's my stuff.
I love that.
Look at that.
Watch me
Oh, I
win.
like that. That's good.
Watch me
Can I take
win.
that too?
I mean, I'll share it with you.
That's
true.
their line. So
I love it.
I think that for me is what I heard you saying.
Yes,
that
that's exactly what it
victory.
is.
So good stuff. So tell us, what's the title of the book? We call it The Book of Zion, but what would you
Yeah.
title it? Share with us quickly with some of those chapters that resonate with people when they read it, that they're gonna walk away going, man, that Zion. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth to thinking about writing a book, and there's always these two titles that I always go with, and I'm glad you're talking because this is gonna help me out. Is the first one that I go with is "Keep Your Fucking Head Down." Is the first title like that comes to my mind, and that comes from our little cliche, our saying from "Up to It" is "Up to it, down to it, we do it because we're used to it." That's where
I love
"Up to
that.
It" came from.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, that
Up
was
to it,
fast.
down to it, we do it because we're used to it.
Oh, I like that. You have to share
and
that.
it's so real too.
So the down to it part is like we said, the resiliency. It's putting in the work. It's grinding and keeping your head down and not looking up and be like, well, look at everybody else and how they're succeeding. Why am I? No, keep your head down and keep working. But then my dad brings up, well, what about like the up to it part of keeping your head up even when you are feeling down, keeping your head up and keeping moving forward rather than looking down, keeping your head up. So the other title is "Up to It," of course, would be another title. So I'm toying between the two.
I don't think you can lose with either one. I like them both. Or maybe it's a sequel.
Yeah. Right? Oh, there you go.
She might be on to something over here.
There you go, right there. What are people gonna stick when they read that book, what's going to stick with them about you or your autobiography, Zion?
Yeah, I think what's gonna stick with them about the autobiography is a story of a guy that had a lot of things not in his favor, and overcoming those barriers and overcoming those obstacles in a way that's still positive
Yeah.
and not mad at the world. He
Yeah.
does it with a smile on his face, and
Yeah.
like you said, watch me win. All right,
Watch me
this door
win.
closed, but all right, watch me win.
He
No?
already done used
I
it.
know.
Look.
Sliding that cash out to you in a minute.
I love it.
Like,
I
I'm
love
signing
that.
an NDA over here. Hold on.
We're HR. We always have that.
You
we
already
got
know.
the contracts for you.
I love it.
I think you kind of answered the question I was leading into, but if you want to expand on it, just, in the theme of this book, the plot twist. What did we not see coming in this book?
The plot twist is he gave up on college.
Oh.
He gave up. He was supposed to go to college. He was
Sure.
supposed to be the oldest one in the family to make it in
Sure.
in the eyes of society.
What they say,
What they say.
successful, not what
Yeah.
we feel.
Right.
I love that.
And he dropped out and ended up making a way of his. Maybe the path was a little bit harder that way,
Sure.
but he still came out on top and is still
Absolutely.
trying to learn ways and still learning. I mean, I don't think I have it all figured out at
For
all
sure.
by any means, but I'm still figuring it out and willing
I
to
love
learn.
that.
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes what we hoped our path would be or what people expected isn't, right?
Mhm.
And when we look back, we're like, dang, I came out on top going this route. And so that's the plot twist, it didn't, we didn't anticipate it, but it took us somewhere great because I think you all are doing some great work.
No,
Zion.
I appreciate that a lot. That
And
means a lot.
my last question, we believe all leaders are readers, but not all readers are leaders. What book would you recommend and why?
Ooh, I love this question too. I just recommended like a lot of books to everybody. I've been an avid reader now, I think for the past 6 months. I've
Okay.
read like 10 books.
Good
or
job.
listened
Yeah.
to 10 books on 1.5 speed, so I don't know if that counts or whatever. But
I didn't do that. Okay,
Right?
I love that.
But the one book that I've read, and I had a tangible book, this was a book gifted to me from my dad's friend named Will LeBlanc. He gifted to me my graduation night. And it was Viktor Frankl, A Man's Search for Meaning. And that book is about a person in his family in a concentration camp and how he had to remain positive. He's a psychologist now and learning what made people resilient in a horrible space. How did people make it out and still find hope in the world after going through such a tragedy, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's what it's all talking about. It's the man's search for meaning and purpose. And if somebody can come out of a concentration camp and still feel hopeful about the world and still find purpose in the world, then what we're going through maybe it's minuscule and we can still find hope. Something like that level. So that's a book that I recommend to everybody, especially after high school graduations or college graduations for people that are trying to find their footing.
Drop that name one more time.
The Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Nice. I'm gonna have to get your book list for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man! You can follow me on Instagram. I got a book club little highlight. You can tap through there. See what
I am a reader, but I like the book.
Okay.
I like to write and highlight and all that good stuff.
I wish I had that talent or those skills to highlight. I'm like, I'll remember something from it.
Well, we appreciate you hanging out with us for this time. I've learned a lot.
Me too.
And I cannot wait to read this book. Let this be your confirmation that I think you have two books brewing.
Right. 2 books.
That we are ready to read as well. So we appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us here at Let's Talk About It.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Zion, for being here. Your smile has brightened up our room today and keeps brightening up my social. Tell everybody where they can find you on social or the websites.
I appreciate that. So thank you for having me, first of all. And you can find me personally at Zion__Givens, and then the company Up to It at Up to It AZ, and that's all one word. Okay. You'll be able to find us in the.
All right.
The fun part is the website is uptoit.club, not .com, but .club because it's a party and it's an educational turn up. You know what I mean? So.
Educational turn up. I love that. Awesome. We also want to thank our sponsors for the Let's Talk About It podcast. We would like to thank Coffee and Procure Talent Management Group. I am the CEO of Procure Talent Management Group. It is an HR consulting firm that specializes in talent management. So how we attract, hire, retain, and develop employees. TJ, you want to talk a little bit about
Sure. Coffee is Credit Options for You. We are a consulting company. We do more than credit, but we start with credit restoration. Our goal is to help people create and maintain legacy wealth so that they can pass down, like you mentioned earlier. And so, again, Coffee Credit Options for You. We'll start with credit, move into building your business, and also upscaling. So excited to launch that business. And again, excited to have you here with us. Also want to thank the Black HR Society, our other sponsor. LTA, Let's Talk About It podcast is the birth child of the Black HR Society. You can follow BHRS on all the social platforms at blackHRsociety.com. Please be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe to Let's Talk About It, the podcast. And be sure to return back for part 2 to hear Zion's, the rest of his story. This is the beginning. We appreciate you for being here today and look forward to you coming back. So thank you.
Thank you for tuning into Let's Talk About It, the podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's conversation and found inspiration in the stories and experiences shared. We trust that you were entertained, learned something new, and felt inspired by today's show. Be sure to subscribe, like, follow, share, and join us for the next episode. Until then, keep the conversation going and let's keep talking about it.